Hello and welcome to Gas Kings, where in this video we're going to be doing the top 5 dream cars, what cars I would have in my garage.
Alright, so I bet you're wondering who the fuck that random guy was sat in the chair in the intro. This is Sean from VTSV. Go check him out on YouTube. We are doing a top 5 car kind of video. So if you were to win the lottery, what you'd stick in your garage. So I'm going to give you my perspective. Sean from VTSV will give you his perspective. It took me about 2 hours to actually come up with this list, so don't be right, this is bollocks, blah, blah. Have a go yourselves. Write in the description below what top 5 cars you would actually choose. It took me 2 hours. How long did it take you?
I was at it for an hour and a half and I took like 3 cars out, put 3 cars back. Oh, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare.
See, it is harder than it looks. There is a couple of rules that we've put in with this compilation of cars. Has to be road legal and has to be 5 cars. That's pretty much it.
It's pretty much 5 cars, road legal, and the best part is I don't know what you've picked.
Yeah, so we don't know what each other
you don't know what I've picked. So.
No. So, who goes first? Rock, paper, scissors?
Rock, paper and scissors.
Do you have to count to 3? We have done this take before, so that's why I was saying anyway. Right, 3, 2, 1. Boom! Got you again. You thought I was going to go rock again, didn't you? Okay, so I won obviously, and I can count to 3. So my first car would be a Lamborghini Aventador. All right, not any old Lamborghini Aventador. Everyone who probably watches my channel, I always bleat on I've got one channel. Bleat on about Lamborghini Aventadors. I absolutely chum them. I think they look absolutely gorgeous. I think out of every supercar, that's the one that's gonna turn heads. You can't beat the noise, the look, but it's not just the Lamborghini Aventador. It's the Lamborghini Aventador SV by Mansory. You seen it?
Oh, yeah.
A full carbon clad thing that was, it was a one-off. I think it was called the JS1 edition, 6.5 litre V12 engine, 819 brake horsepower. This special edition actually managed to push out, and it was a one-off creation that Mansory did for James Stunt. Now, if you don't know who James Stunt is, he's Bernie Ecclestone's daughter's fella. So they have a shitload of money, so no doubt obviously he just said, right, create this car for me, full carbon clad, and that would be my first purchase. If I was to win the lottery tonight, I'd go knock on his door and say, boom, write your own check, I'll have your car, thanks very much.
You know the thing I really like about the Aventador, and just the standard factory Aventador as well, you can have them in pretty much any colour and they look good. You know, when you choose, when you select a new car, you think, what colour would I have it?
And then they go, that's £20,000 more.
It looks good in this colour, it looks good in that colour. The Aventador just looks good in a bright colour, a silly supercar colour.
What colour do you have it in?
Oh, I'd be happy with a darker colour as well, because it looks sinister in a dark colour. Yeah, I like frozen grey.
So if it wasn't the JS1 edition I'm picking, I'd have it in the green.
So that would be my second option, either the pearlescent orange or the green, but I think I would have it in frozen grey.
So yeah, that's my first car, JS1 edition, Mansory Lamborghini Aventador SV. Your go. Okay, so it's Sean's turn now. I don't know obviously whether you guys know or not. It's actually our second video together. We did one in your Nissan Skyline R33, which is pretty enjoyable, wasn't it?
Yeah, I enjoyed that day.
So because it's his second time gracing my channel, he's brought something very special along, which he's just about to whip out.
Let me just find it.
Oh my.
So,
I was getting worried then.
Unlike you, I've done some research and I've written it down.
Very nice, so did I.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Ruin the illusion.
You just did. Anyway, my first car in my dream garage would be a Lamborghini, like yourself.
Ooh, good choice.
Not the Aventador though.
Bad choice.
I don't know. Is it? This would be my all-round supercar. This would be my go-to supercar. And it is, of course, the Lamborghini Murcielago SV.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
661 bhp, 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. Ooh. I think that's plenty of ample power. And I'll tell you why I've gone for the Murcielago, or the Murcielago. And that's because I like its simpleness. It's got almost the classic lines of the Diablo. That big wide Italian ass and that sort of narrower front.
Yeah.
I just think it, I mean, I like the Aventador, I like where they've gone with the B2 bomber look.
But you've gone a bit more classic.
I like the chunky SV because it's just got that wide hip.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just That's the one I would go for. So the Lamborghini Murcielago SV would be the first car in my dream garage.
So if you actually won the lottery today, that would be the first car you go and buy tomorrow?
That would be the first car, and I would buy it in Bloom White, which is a pearlescent white.
Really? What are they actually going for at the moment? Do you look, because you bought a Lamborghini Garda recently, haven't you?
I have just recently.
Did you look to see how much they were going for?
Oh yeah, I did, but like we're talking a totally different world.
Really?
You know, 300,000 plus.
Oh, is that how much they're going for now?
Yeah, or maybe even more. You know, I've seen about 300,000 plus.
Nice.
And they're mega money. So my little baby Gallardo is, although it's a manual, but it's nothing compared to the Murcielago SV.
Very nice.
That would be my first dream car.
All right, so I'm gonna go for my second car. Okay, so my second car, if I was to win the lottery, I'd go straight away buy the Aventador SV. Then I would buy the Ferrari F40.
Okay.
Yeah. So the reason why is because obviously growing up as a petrol head, the poster car, you know, the toy car that I'd play with was the Ferrari F40. And obviously growing up, you think, you know, when that comes down in value and that's old and no one wants it anymore, I'll go snap that up. But now it's worth £750,000 to £1 million. Back in 1999, you could actually pick one up for 140 grand. Can you imagine that now, actually getting a few of them? But yeah, back in the day, obviously, it was built in 1987, is when they first brought it out. It was the fastest, most powerful and most expensive car available on the market, and still, as I say, I think it's one of the most classic supercars you can get.
It's timeless.
That's the reason why I pick it.
And I'm going to go straight in for my second dream car that I would put in my garage. Like yourself, it would actually be a Ferrari F40. You must have read my mind.
It's just such an icon.
I think it's just an iconic car. It's timeless and it still looks relevant today. The F40, obviously, with its twin turbocharged V8, it's pushing out 478 bhp, which is enough
for
to
back
have
in the day. Back in the day,
it
came out.
Plenty to have fun with. It's a very analog car, as you know. No traction control, no ABS, and no power steering. So it's pure driver's car, and for that reason, it would go in my garage.
Want to go halves?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll be digging for a while.
All right, so my third car, my third choice, would be in the form of an egg.
A what?
Yeah, the Connors egg, 1-to-1. That first car that did the horsepower to kilogram curb weight ratio, dubbed the first hypercar. And obviously, with it being the first hypercar, came a massive price, $2.4 million, which I think is when it actually launched. So God knows what that thing will be now. Obviously, it's raved about everywhere. I don't think there's actually many to go around either. It's not like you can go and pick up from your local Renault garage. So yeah, that would be my third car.
Ouch.
Yep. Third.
Right, my third dream car in my dream garage would be a Porsche 993 GT2 Club Sport. Now, this is, we said the rule about the whole no race car things, but the Club Sport is definitive from the race GT2 group.
Road legal?
It is road legal. They did make a handful of road legal cars,
okay.
And I've chosen that car because it's just purely wicked. It's analog, like the F40. It comes from that era of analog driving, no safety aids. I feel like modern supercars have almost become kind of boring. You don't have to necessarily be a good driver to drive a modern supercar fast. So you take less power and yeah, basically.
So you've gone from one of them cars that you have to have a little bit of interaction with the car, I guess, to feel one with the car rather than the car doing everything for you.
Old school analog, it's you in the car, otherwise you are going off backwards into a tree.
Sounds good to me. Have a look up there if you know what it is. Okay, so my fourth choice would be the Pagani Zonda Cinque.
Oh, okay.
You know what Cinque stands for?
No.
It's Italian 5, because they only made 5.
Ah, okay.
Do you know, you learn something every day?
Oh, well, you know, yeah.
I learned that when I was researching it. As the name suggests, only 5 were built, which means these things are astronomical if you can ever find one. It does 0 to 62 in 3.4 seconds. You want to look it up there?
I am.
That's actually just a green screen, but it looks really good when you look at it though. So this car was actually built specifically for Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. And it was the car that Horatio Pagani himself actually monitored from start to finish. But it just looks the part, it goes the part. Obviously 7.3 litre V12 producing 669 brake horsepower, and that would sit very nicely next to my F40, next to the Aventador SV, and that would just be one like, well, which one? I would love the Cinque, please, and that would be my fourth car. Okay, so Sean, your fourth?
My fourth car, now this is going to be an awkward one for me because, as you know, I already own an R33 GTR V-Spec.
Don't.
I know. But it is one of my dream cars. I have decided to select another R33 GTR, but this one is the Nismo 400R. They only created 44 of them out of the 100 that was supposed to be built, so it makes them incredibly rare and so many upgrades to the actual car itself. So I'm going to take away my R33 GTR V-Spec and replace it with the Nismo 400R because it's just epic.
Damn, if I knew we were going for our own cars, I'd have scrapped the Pagani Cinque and would have put a BMW 5 Series in there.
We've still got time.
Anyway, on to number 5. Okay, so my final car in the garage of 5, and fuck knows why I'd only have 5, because I'd be that rich to have all these cars, I'd obviously have a bigger garage. For the aim of the game, it would be the McLaren P1. Not just any old P1, it would be the P1 LM. So basically what it is, it's the road legal P1 GTR. Now a company called Lazanti Motorsport took the P1 GTR and made it road legal and shoved it out of people that wanted to buy the GTR road legal version. McLaren was like, we'll have some of that, and they made the P1 LM. So Lazanti Motorsport, they were the guys that won the Le Mans in 1995 with the F1 GTR. So these are proven pretty popular. It obviously still has the 3.8 litre twin turbo V8 engine pushing out 986 brake horsepower, 60 kilograms lighter than the P1 GTR. So they've shedded it of all its weight, and also it has a 40% increase in downforce due to the body kit they've kind of bolted onto it. So get in my garage, P1 LM. Take us home, Sean.
So basically, I think we come from different eras because all my cars so far have been quite analog and all your cars have been sort of up there in space. The better ones. Anyway, we'll let them decide that. Basically, my last car is yet another analog car, and I think, in my opinion, it's the most prettiest car ever made.
Gallardo. See, I thought you went for the R33 and the fourth and the fifth.
That's the second prettiest car ever made. But I think we all agree that the prettiest car ever made is, of course, the Lamborghini Miura SV.
Good choice.
Now, it's only got 380 bhp. I know there's normally aspirated V12, and it's delicate lines, sexy, sophisticated, and if you want to scream, I have money, that's how you do it. And it's just an all-time classic. It is the car that coined the term supercar, and without it, we wouldn't have the likes of a P1.
Ooh, so we did there. You brought it back on, didn't you?
Did that hurt?
Yeah, a little bit. No, I totally agree with you though. The Miura is one of them classic supercars. When you see it even now, you know, at a car show, drawn straight to it. It doesn't have that like, oh, it's like one of them old, you know, supercars. You still want to go and take pictures of it because it's still a Lamborghini.
It is the ultimate Lamborghini, in my opinion. And you know, they're fetching, one just sold for £1.2 million.
Gulp.
So yes.
Good choice. And if you're still with us, guys, thanks very much for watching and listening to us babble on for probably about 20 minutes. Hopefully we can cut it down to 10 minutes for you guys to watch. And yeah, let us know below who you actually thought was better, my top 5, or whether you thought his old bangers and his own cars were the best top 5 that you could put in a garage.
Hey, I stand by my choice.
Boom. So let us know as well what you guys actually put into your garages if you were to win the lottery and fill them up with 5 cars. It is a lot harder than it looks. There's so much choice, isn't there, nowadays? There's obviously hypercars, classics, and
being petrol heads, I'm sure you can all agree we probably have hundreds of cars in our dream garage if we can, but the name of the game was 5 cars, so there you go.
Tune in next week and we'll do the top 100 garage. No. So that is it. Go check his out. You can do what, a behind the scenes type of video.
Yeah.
With us babbling on. So go check that out on his channel, which is VTSV. I'll be up there. Until next time, guys, look forward to your comments. Like the video, all that other YouTube bollocks. Subscribe, like, comment. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.